Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dunrovin Ranch in Lolo, Montana. The lovely Lolo, Montana. It's warm today. It got warmer in the last few minutes, I think. Or I'm working too hard, one or the other. So I put Mystery back from his day of work, and we're going to start playing with Oggy. Oggy's anticipating being asked to go into the round pen and do things that he doesn't want to do in particular. So I thought rather than just take him in there, we would go through what his day will be like sometimes, which is being brushed and being groomed and being handled. So we're going to go through. You can watch. Hi, buddy. Back up a little bit. Just a little bit. Want to smell this? Just a brush. For some reason, I'm reminded, for some weird reason, who's that guy that used to have the painting shows on PBS? What was his name? He had the soothing voice, and he would talk about putting the happy little tree up in this corner. Bob Ross. For some reason, I thought about that because I was thinking, okay, we can all relax and groom Oggy together. And I just thought about narrating this, which would be maybe weird. Bob Ross. Just a little bit, Oggy. It has to feel good a little bit, huh? So, for those of you who are new to the ranch, this is Oggy. His full name is Ozzy's Golden Echo, which is a very fancy name for a very fancy boy. And the derivation and meaning of that name, Ozzy's Golden Echo, you can post that question in the chat if you're interested. And our kind members will fill you in. You gonna untie yourself? Or do you think you want to go play? Are you feeling a little nervous? Okay. Oggy is about 15 months old, I think. He's very large. He was bred to be small. But he's already bigger. You know what? He's as big, he's crow-sized right now. Can you believe that? So last week when we worked with Brandon and young Master Oggy, we worked on getting him to move willingly and freely around the round pen and to turn him at the walk, to have him stop and not turn into me, but also not turn his rump into me. Not to turn and walk toward me, but to stop and stand and look at me to wait for my next request. My learning area in this is to be able to expertly use this. This is a stock whip. It's called a stock whip. There's many different kinds and styles of tools like this. This one I like. And before I get around him, I'll practice flicking it in the direction of his shoulder. So when I start to move him around, if he cuts the corners, which he doesn't need to do, if he cuts the corners and moves into me even a few inches, that means he's showing his dominance over me. And hi, cutie. Oh, look, he's posing for you. Showing his dominance isn't good because coming a couple inches off that round pen isn't going to hurt me. But if he gets away with feeling more in control of the situation than I am, that's just going to escalate. It's like Brandon, and Brandon talks a lot about kids. They always test, and if they get a quarter of an inch, they have an in, and they're going to keep pushing and pushing. And even an adorable little guy like Oggy could really hurt me, or hurt anyone who's out here, and we really obviously do not want that. It's not about fear. It's about respect. That was a good boy. Good boy. So, should we try this, everyone? When he starts dragging behind me like he doesn't want to walk, I need to do a quick little pull on the rope and on the halter and give him a little oh, you mean you want me to come now? Good boy. Do you want to play today? For those who've watched Training Mystery last year or so too, and all this work, it could take a couple of minutes, it could take a couple of hours, probably not a couple of hours. And if it doesn't look like anything's happening, maybe something is. Something Brandon also wants me to do is not walk around so much. So let's see together if we can see when he's going to come off. He normally does it under the camera. When I point with my finger, I can actually, you probably can't see it on the camera, but when he stops and I point with my finger, he actually does pick up his energy a little bit. Brandon's a smart man. He's a very good horse trainer. What do you all think of this? Now, he'll do this as long as he's comfortable, but when he decides he doesn't want to anymore. Good boy. Good boy. My goodness. Good boy, Og. So I'm going to turn him in the other direction, but I want him to turn toward me and not turn away from me. So I'm going to switch hands. I'm going... So I don't want him to turn his butt to me. So I'm going to ask him to keep walking in this direction. He anticipated. Should be in front of him more. Mm-mm. He turned his butt to me. Ho. Ho. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Good boy. Good boy. There he is. What do y'all think? I think we're doing very well today. Ho. Ho. Oh, he anticipated. Nope. Because I didn't ask you to do that. Ho. Ho. Ah, see, I know. I see what he thinks I'm asking, and I don't know. To be frank, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if. Seems like he's learned that, hasn't he? Hup. Nah, I don't want that. I'm just gonna see what he knows. Why? Oh. Oh. I'm not asking him to do this, so pretty soon he'll realize he doesn't have to. Who? Practice with some stuff. Good boy. Good boy. He's licking, he's chewing. He has his left eye on me. and he's not in a position to run, so I think that's good. Here he comes. Good boy, Oggy. Good boy. There you go. You can see why the round pen is a good training area, because he can't get away. Good boy. Walk. He's relaxing. Good boy. Oggy. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yep, that's what I asked for. Very good. I do want to have the front of my body open to the direction I want him to go in. I don't want to close him off. There we go. I forgot for a second that he doesn't know as much as I was thinking he knew. So this is good. Good boy. So you're not stressed, are you? I do want you to pay attention, though. I'm going to come up to him and say, hey, buddy. Hi. All I'm going to do is pet you. I think that was good, everybody. Actually, I don't know if you could tell, but he did stay on the rail. A couple things he did, which I see that I caused by confusing him, is that, and it coming on too strong with the hoe, I didn't realize that that he didn't know that. But what he did was he turned his butt to me, bucked, ran. He was trying to escape the situation, which maybe wasn't the worst idea. That he tried to escape, he didn't. And then we came back to a nice place where I put a little pressure on. He did a nice walk. He didn't try to come in at all. And then I would pull the pressure back and he would stop. He turned his butt to me a little bit, but not bad. So actually, I think that was a good day for both of us. What do you think, Oggy? I think we should call it a day, guys, with him. And I'm going to tie him up and leave him tied up for a little bit. And that is good. Learning to work with horses is just, I was talking to Jake about this. The personal growth that happens is wonderful and annoying because you realize they show you precisely where you're impatient, precisely when you're being too forceful, even though you don't feel like you are. They show you when you're not being forceful enough and you think you are. So I can thank you, Oggy, for today, right? Good boy. I thought that was great. I'm going to rub him on both sides. See, that was a good day. I can tell, I don't know if you, again, I don't know if you can see, but he doesn't have that eye on him. He had, we'll call it the Oggy eye. He had the Oggy eye when he was tied up and early on with the, there's horseflies. The Oggy eye, you know, the I'm not going to do what you want because I don't want to. Oh, sweetheart. His eye right now is really soft. It's very nice. And there's a horsefly, and I don't want to be between the baby and the fence. Right? Good. All right, folks, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really am glad I get to share these experiences with you. And to heck with personal growth. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I will see you Sunday for Fur and Feathers. I'd love to have someone on the phone with me. So please, there's a submission sheet on the DAD website where you can submit your photos. If you need help with that, please ask on the chat, my chat room or the member chat, and I check the member chat, and we can help you get set up with that. And I'd love to see your critters. Thanks a lot. So I will sign off, and I will see you Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye.